It's your boss, Rick Ross. It's the port of Miami. I think I need to work on my Rick Ross impersonation. Don't you think? Yo, what up? It's your boy Black with Black TV, where we give you reviews and hip hop news. And today I'm doing a review on Rick Ross' brand new album, Port of Miami 2. But first, don't forget to hit subscribe to Black TV for more reviews and more reactions. Hit that like button. And in the comment section below, tell me what is your favorite Maybach Music song. Out of all the Maybach Music songs he put down in his albums, which one is your best song? So put that in the comment section below. Like, yeah, put it in the comment section below. I know you guys wondering, where have I been? Why do I have a brand new setup? Like, I have a brand new setup. Yeah, I know. Like, for the past few weeks, I moved out of my old place into a new place. And I'm trying to upgrade my new setup right here, of course. So if you have any suggestions, whatever, what kind of backdrops I should do or whatever, just put it in the comment section below and let me know what you think about that. So on another note, I'm gonna put that to the side and we're gonna get into this Rick Ross Port of Miami 2. The last Rick Ross project I listened to is Rather You Than Me, which came out in 2017, and it was in my top 5 best of that year. If you don't remember anything about that album, that's the album where he made a full diss track on Birdman. I'm not gonna say it was a full diss track on Birdman, but it was more of a track to put Birdman in his place about the whole Lil Wayne situation, about him getting out of his contract, yada yada, whoop de whoop. You know the story. And now, after 2 years, he released Port of Miami 2. And just off the track alone, the title, Port of Miami 2, and off the title alone, Port of Miami 2, you know this album is lit. And yes, I would say it might be in my top 5 of 2019. But let's go ahead and get into the cover. The cover is him reminiscing of the old Port of Miami, which is this right here, but in a different, you know, he turned around. And besides of the Carol City charm, he has his old manager on there, Black Bo, which previously died last year, and it's kind of like a little homage to his old manager, and I salute him for that. But going into my likes, what I really love about Port of Miami 2 is the collabs and the production on this album is superb. I mean, you're always gonna get that on a Rick Ross album, but this right here just hits differently. Especially on track 4, Summer Rain, featuring Summer Walker. That he always makes good female tracks, which is also a good female track is track 5, White Lines, featuring Dej Loaf, which those tracks sound very good as far as them on hooks. And track 8, Rich Nigga Lifestyle, you know, no, he tried to get Nipsey Hussle to get on Maybach Music, but you know, he wanted to be his own boss. And Nipsey said a line in this on this track, which he said, "Can't name a fake nigga that was not exposed. How y'all niggas so surprised that Tekashi told?" Which he is referencing Tekashi 6ix9ine ratting on everybody in jail. But I don't know really what's the big deal about everybody Nipsey Hussle saying this line right here. Like, everybody knows what Tekashi did, and it just, you know, I think it just blew out of perspective of when Nipsey said this line. And like I said before, the sample choices on this album sounds tremendous. Even though, you know, I Still Pray don't have a sample in it, he used the Isley Brothers, you know, for as a background of production, and this sounds tremendous. Even YFN Lucci and Ball Greasy did a great job as far as vocals. But I will say the best production on this album is track 6, Big Time, featuring Swiss Beats. This is a great single choice. I love it. Just reminds me of an old Jay-Z type vibe. He even shouted out Jay-Z on this song. And Swiss Beats and Rick Ross, you know, I think they should do a whole album together. This song just really touched my soul, brother. But my favorite song of Port of Miami 2 is track 15, Gold Roses, featuring Drake, because I think it has also one of the best productions on this album. Has a great, you know, sample choice, and Drake and Rose just go back and forth with the metaphors on this song. It's like, I'm glad he put it the very last track on this album. It's like the icing on the cake or dessert of the dinner, you know. But yeah, that was most definitely going on my playlist. But what I dislike about Port of Miami 2 is that I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Track 14, Maybach Music 6. What I actually don't like about it, it isn't the production. You know, the lyrics is subpar, but you know, everybody's saying that he said on Hot 97 that he took Pusha T verse off because it's the bigger picture. He wanted to have the timing right for that. When actuality, I heard the leaked version of Pusha T of what he was going to say on this, and it sounded like a Drake diss. It sounded like a Drake diss, and I don't blame Rick Ross taking that verse off of Maybach Music 6, because it wouldn't just sound right, especially when Wayne on there, he didn't really take no jabs. And personally, if I was Rick Ross, I wouldn't have did that neither, but he went on Hot 97 and said that, which was totally baloney. And yeah, the Drake the Pusha T verse was fire. It's fire. I should have done a reaction to it, but I was kind of moving around. I couldn't really do anything. Track 10, Fascinated. It sounded really braggadocious. It didn't really do anything for me. It seems like it's a filler track on the album. And track 1, Act a Fool with Wale. I don't know what it is with Wale. I'm not a Wale fan. Wale can't just get to the plateau of being that artist. But Act a Fool sounds like one of those tracks where he tries to make a hype club song, and you know, it just didn't work for the vibe of this whole album. But my least favorite song of Port of Miami 2 is track 9, Born to Kill, featuring Jeezy. To me personally, I think this track has the most corniest lines in the whole album. Like Jeezy said, "Say my name 3 times, I'm the candy man. So many birds outside call it Candyland." Oh, why? It's like, it's so many lines on this song. Like, and then like, I think they missed the mark of trying to make that track solidified to let them know that, hey, we're still cool. Hey, we're not beefing no more. Let's make hot tracks together. Even though in the past they made about 2 or 3 tracks, it just didn't really do anything for me. I get the reason why they did what they did, but it just didn't do nothing for me, buddy. It just didn't. But other than that, I love Port of Miami 2. It might be in my top 5 of the year. So I'm going to give Port of Miami 2 a 7 out of 10. Maybe 8. I don't know. Maybe 8. But it's a must listen. I don't think it's one of Rick Ross's best albums, but it's one of the best of the year. Go ahead and check it out and let me know. But the most important question is, what do you think of Port of Miami 2? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Put your comments in the comment section below. And with that being said, I holla next time on Black TV.